Hi all, if you're a returning viewer, welcome back. If you are new, welcome. My name is Amira and my channel is all about trying new makeup, talking about new makeup, but also finding new and exciting ways to be inspired by the makeup you already own. If that sounds good to you, hope you consider subscribing, and if you enjoyed today's video, hitting the like button. Okay guys, so I'm just gonna be straightforward with you. Your girl is on the struggle bus today. just in life in general, you know, you just have those days where everything just feels like a struggle. That's how I'm feeling today. But you know, we move, we continue on, and I have 4 of the Pat McGrath liquid, what does she call them? The Fetisheyes long wear liquid eyeshadow. These were released with her Love collection that came out, was it last week, week before last? I don't know. Recently, like maybe about a week and a half ago. I picked up 4 shades, so here they are. I originally wasn't sure what I was going to pick up. I knew for sure that I was picking up my sweater is like shedding all over everything. I was going to pick up the Cosmic Chartreuse shade. This is the one that's sort of the greeny gold shade that everyone's raving about the color of. And I wasn't sure about what the second shade would be. And then I was like, well, I kind of want to get the champagne-y tone because I kind of want to know what that looks like. So that's Divine Champagne, which I have here. And then I also picked up Luna Rose, which is the champagne gold, not champagne, rose gold tone. And then I picked up Platinum Bronze, which I thought I picked up Bronze Bijou. I'll have to look at my order because I could have sworn I picked up Bronze Bijou. So I did pick up Platinum Bronze, and now I'm remembering that I was choosing between Bronze Bijou and Platinum Bronze. So let me go ahead and swatch these for you. And just so you know, these are a new formula from Pat. They retail for $29 each, which isn't bad for her brand, for a luxury brand. I have swatched these on my hand already, so I kind of have a feeling for what they feel like. As far as texture goes, the texture is very moussey, and it kind of, I'm not gonna lie, it gives me pause because I don't feel like when I'm swatching them on my hand, it doesn't feel very like smooth. It feels like it might be a little patchy. So this is Divine Champagne and this is Luna Rose. You can see the difference. This shade is so pretty. But again, I haven't tried these on my eye. We're going to try these on my eyes on camera for the first time right now. And then let's do Platinum Bronze and Cosmic Chartreuse. And yeah, so I'm a little curious as to how these are going to act on the eye. I was originally just going to throw some like bronzer in my crease and throw these on because I have a million things to do today, and I made the mistake, guys, of, you know how I worked on the weekend and on Saturday, and I had a ton of things that I needed to do Sunday because I was working Saturday. And I don't work every Saturday. I work like a couple of Saturdays a month. But then Sunday rolled around and I'd worked all week. I didn't do anything on Sunday. So everything that I didn't do Sunday, I have to do today, and I'm stressed. But anyway, back to the swatches. So this is Platinum Bronze, this is Cosmic Chartreuse, and I'm really happy that this actually looks green because I have to say some of the promotional like looks and some of the photos of swatches made it look very like gold with a hint of green, and I was like, no, Pat, because we have a million golds from Pat. So I was like, I really wanted it to be green. So I'm glad in the swatches that it actually looks green. Okay, so I'm going to zoom you guys in. And I haven't decided if I'm going to use all 3. I have to go out after this. So I don't want to look too crazy, but at the same time, I want to put them all on my eye. I tell you what I'm going to do is we'll do one eye, and then we might just do something crazy on the other eye, and then I can just take that off and, you know, fix it when it's time for me to go. So I'm going to take just a little bit of burnt orange from my ABH Soft Glam palette, and that is in my makeup capsule for this month. So I'm just using that because it's a simple tone to throw in the crease really quickly. There we go. That's done. Let me turn this up just a little bit. There we go. All right. And then let's go in with Divine Champagne. I'm going to do two. I'm going to do Divine Champagne and Luna Rose on this side, and then I'll do Platinum Bronze and Cosmic Chartreuse on this side. They may not go together, but you'll get to see what they actually look like on the eye. So, you know. So first we're going to go in with Luna Rose. Do I want to go in straight with the applicator? Yeah, I'll do that. So I'm going to take this with the applicator. And apply that, and I'm going to blend it with a brush because I want to see what this is going to blend, how this is going to blend, you know. So I'm just taking this old ColourPop brush that I have here in front of me. That's actually blending really pretty. Huh. Okay. Okay. I told you guys I was worried because of the way that it was swatching on my hand, but do you see how soft and pretty that is? It does dry down, but you do have time to, like, you know, move it around, which is nice. I'm going to take just a little bit more because I'm going to bring that a little bit further into my crease. So I'm going to just apply it with the brush here and just bring it up like so. And then I'm just going to blend it out again. Again, this is blending beautifully over the lid, but also over the the powder shadow. That's beautiful. That's actually really pretty. This is like a great everyday look. Like, seriously, that is stunning. I love that. Okay. Now we're going to see if they layer. So I'm going to take a little bit of Divine Champagne. Well, not a little. I'm going to take a decent amount of Divine Champagne. And I'm going to put it on the rest of the lid into the inner corner. Like so. I'm going to take that. Don't use the same brush. Let me wipe it off. And I'm just going to blend these into each other. Now I do see a bit of patchiness just like right here, like right as they're beginning to meet. So I don't know if these blend well together. And it could be the tones because this one is so much darker, like has a bit more pigment to it than this one. And it could just be you're seeing the actual pigment. But I'm actually going to take this and bring it up and over just to give it a little bit of brightness going over here. And that worked well. So yeah, and I don't know if you can see it. It's actually, I don't know if it's super noticeable on camera, but I can see it. It's like right here. You can kind of see where there's like they don't like blend together. You can tell that this one stopped here and the other one started. But at the same time, I'm going to take a little bit more of Luna Rose and see if I can actually blend them together. Just a little. At the same time, I'm not totally mad at this because I love the way both of them have actually blended on the actual eye. And maybe these are more one of those sort of, which I really love, are like those one and done shimmer shades. I have no problems with those. Those are my jam. You know, those are really sort of my happy place a lot of the time when I'm doing my makeup and I don't have time to do a whole lot, or I don't want a whole lot going on. Let's see. Okay. So let's see if I can bring you guys in a little bit more. So can you see? And it's really, really subtle, and it could just be me seeing it. I don't even know if it shows up on camera, but I just feel like it's a little bit of bunching right here. But again, it's not terrible. Like, I'm not mad at this at all. I actually am quite impressed with how that looks. I'm going to take this little Sonia G. Oops, excuse me, I'm knocking things down. I'm just going to take this little Sonia G Pencil Pro and take that AB8 shade under my eye because I just want to complete this a bit. There we go. And then what I'm going to do is take these same shades, only this time I'm going to take them and dip them on my hand and then just dip the brush in them. as opposed to applying them directly to my eye. So I'm going to take a little bit of Luna Rose. I'm going to take the brush and like dip. And then I want to just apply that under here. And also I forgot to mention I did do all, as you can see, I did all my face makeup ahead of time. And if you want to know what I'm wearing, I'm basically wearing everything that's in my February makeup capsule, but I will leave the details of the specifics of what it is because I tried that NYX blush for the first time today, the one I mentioned in my video, and I was concerned when I swatched it because I wasn't in love with the way it swatched on my hand, but I don't mind it. I don't mind it at all. Let's put this in the inner corner. It's a little aggressive there, but that's okay. That's pretty. I'm not going to put mascara on yet because I'm going to just do mascara for both mascara once I finish this one, and I'm going to complete the eyes because I do actually have to go outside today, y'all. And if you want to, what I want to see is how I can layer a little bit of this matte over the outer corner and see what that looks like with this. Oh, that actually looks really pretty. That blended beautifully right over it. It's not lifting it. It's still there. It's just, that's actually really pretty. How pretty is that? It's so soft, but that's where I'm at today in my life. I'm at soft right now, so I'm not mad at it at all. That is really, really pretty. All right, let's go into the other eye, and we're going to do something a little bit darker with the other tones. Okay, so for this eye, I think I'm going to go in with a darker crease color. So I'm going to use the same brush because I'm lazy and that's the only brush I brought over here. Sorry. We're going to go in with, I think, Rustic. Should I do Rustic or should I do Sienna? That's the question. I think we're going to go in with Rustic because it's a bit more cooler in tone. And I think that will work for what we're doing here. So I'm just literally applying that to my outer corner, a little bit into the crease, not a whole lot. Because like I said, I want this look to be a little bit darker. That's looking good. Okay, so as you can see, this is just a little bit darker than that eye, but a little bit more dramatic. All right, so now let's go in. Which one should I go in with? I'm going to go in with Platinum Bronze first. I hate that sound when you open something like that has that like stopper and it's like a liquidy type product and it goes, I hate that. I hate it. It's so gross. That's so gross. Okay. And I'm knocking that over. I will say getting the top back in is actually, and I think the reason why it's like that is so it won't dry out very easily, but it's very hard to get the like stopper back in and then close it. It's got a bit of a the stopper is quite narrow. That makes sense. Okay, I'm blending this one out, but I'm not taking it too far. That's really pretty. I will say that I don't feel like this one blends as easily as the lighter tones do. And it simply could be the pigment. I don't know, but it's actually, I'm not mad at it. Like, you can still work with it, but it's really pretty. Yeah, it takes a little bit more to blend it, but it's still blending. It just isn't quite as effortless as the other shades are. And I do feel like I might still have that mark of delineation, you know, that like line, but we'll see. Take a little bit of Cosmic Chartreuse now. And I think I'm going to go in with a smaller brush. I'm using all synthetic brushes today, by the way, guys, because I find that with these type of shadows, it's just easier. And I'm actually going to put this on my hand, on the back of my hand. I'm not going to go in with the applicator because I want a bit more control. So I'm taking this little brush, this little Milani brush that I've had forever. And I'm going in and I'm gonna put that in the outer corner, blend up. This is actually blending better. Like together, this is actually blending better than the Divine Champagne and Luna Rose did. So it could just again be those shades. And I mean, it makes sense when you're dealing with shades that have such different tones that the pigments would be a little bit different as far as how they apply. I'm not really shocked by that, and I'm not like irritated by it either. I'm not actually mad about that combo. Are you mad about that combo? I kind of like it, yo. I kind of like it. Oh my goodness. All right, we're gonna take another small brush. Do I have another small brush? No, we're just gonna use this one. This is going under. I'm not putting the matte shade under. I want to just do this because I want to see what this looks like on its own. That's really pretty. I like it. I like it a lot. I like it a lot. Okay. I'm literally just going back and forth with these. I still have a little on my hand of Cosmic Chartreuse and it's still kind of wet and malleable, which is nice because that means it gives me a little time to work with it. And I'm putting this in the inner corner and out into the inner lower lash line. Wow, that is so pretty. I'm actually really happy with that. And now I kind of want to wear this instead of this. I'm a Gemini, what can I tell you? It's who I am. Let me go throw some mascara on. Okay guys, I am back. I put on some mascara. I just tried the Pixie Large Lash Mascara that I had thrown in my capsule for the first time, and I do not like it. I feel like it just made my lashes more black. I don't feel like it did anything else, so that's a bit of a bummer. I'm still gonna give it a shot. I mean, it's new. You know how mascara is when you first open it. Sometimes it's trash and then it just gets progressively better. We'll see. I'm gonna keep trying it, but as of now, not that impressed. But this is the finished look with all 4 shades on my eyes, and I have to say I like this formula. I wasn't thinking that I wouldn't like it. For me, this is really, as I say, guys, it's for science. You know, it's a new formula from Pat. It's a new product from Pat. I'm always curious when she comes out with new things that she hasn't done before because it's exciting to me. So I personally kind of went into these going, well, I might like them, I might not. I think if you want to try these, give them a go. I wouldn't say that they're anything better than other like liquid shimmer shadows out there. Like if you've tried, you know, other shimmer liquid shadows that you enjoy, I would say these are very much in sort of that vein. They're not different from or better than, you know what I mean? I personally love like a liquid shimmer shadow or a liquid shadow. I use those types of shadows a lot in my everyday life because they're just so easy when you just want to throw something on your eye. So for me, I know that I can get a lot of use out of these, especially these lighter tones, especially Luna Rose. This is the one where I was like, I don't know if I'll love it, but I really do. Divine Champagne, I knew this one was going to be really light, and I think this for me is not something I would put all over my lids, and if I did, it would have something richer, deeper underneath it. But the shade that I think shocked me the most was Platinum Bronze. I was not expecting to enjoy this as much, but I don't know why, because I love a cool toned shimmer shadow. Like I just do. I love them. So I shouldn't be that surprised. I would say this one sort of reminds me of a liquid version of the Chantecaille single, Luminous Single Shadow, the Elephant one. I believe it's Elephant. That's what this reminds me of, which I have. So I even like the idea of maybe doubling these, like putting those together, layering like this on top of that one to see what it does, you know, for science. I might try that. But that's what this one kind of reminds me of. It's a tad warmer than that one. That one is actually cool toned, whereas this one I feel is probably more on the neutral side. Beautiful. This shade is stunning as well, and I'm so glad that it's actually green and not like gold with like a hint of green. It's actually green. It's a green shadow, and I'm very excited about that because if you watch my channel, you know green is my favorite color. And I'm loving the look of this really sort of cool, neutral to cool tone leaning color with this one. It creates such a beautiful look, and I was afraid that this was going to just look kind of wacky together, but I'm high-key loving it. So yeah. So again, these retail for $29. I don't think that's out of like beyond the pale. The Stila ones that came out are about $24, $25. Those single shadows from Charlotte Tilbury are like what, $38, $40. The actual, and she's coming out with 2 more shades. Those are like $40. The About Face Beauty Fractal Glitter Fractal Eye Paints are $16, but those don't have as much pigment. Those kind of have like a little bit of pigment, but it's mostly just shimmer. I have the shade Fracture. You guys have heard me rave about that shade. It's in my makeup capsule for this month. You know how much I love it. I do want to try some of the other ones and maybe I'll compare, but those are glitter. Like those are very much like if you're going for the wet eye look, those are more glitter. These are shimmer shadows. They have pigment. They are not toppers, or you know what I mean, like they're not going to give you that wet look. These are very much eyeshadows, so it just depends on what you're looking for. But for me, I'm actually really happy with this purchase. I didn't pick up anything else from the Love collection. I wasn't like blown away by it. I don't think it was a bad collection. It's just for me, who owns so much Pat, even the all matte palette, like I can replicate that palette with all of the 50 million other palettes that I have of her, because the mattes are, in my opinion, sort of versions of other mattes that she's had in her motherships and other 6 pans, just all pushed together. But I own all of her motherships and I own 90% of her 6 pans. So, you know what I mean? And then the other 2, I was sort of like, I don't know. Will I ever, like, can I say I won't ever pick one of them up? I don't know. Maybe if I find it on sale, one of them on sale, and I'm like, I want to try it out, maybe. But for right now, I'm just sort of, I'm good. You know, I'm good. The other items were repeats. Like she has like she has her Divine blush in Desert Orchid, which is my favorite blush of all time, but also my favorite blush from her. And I think the other one is Flirtatious, which is another really popular one. The lipsticks are all repeats. From what I understand, the liquid lipsticks are all repeats. So this is what sort of like, I knew when I saw the collection, this was what I was probably going to spend money on. And I'm happy with what I got. Let me know in the comments down below, guys. Have you tried these? Are you thinking of trying these? Has this changed your mind one way or the other? Let me know in the comments down below. And if you enjoyed today's video, please be sure to hit the like button. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye now.